This is Luis Martin, the art engineer. Welcome to the studio. Thank you for joining me in this safe space. I have a really fun little video that we're going to do. But before that, I want to say thank you for joining me. Thank you for following and liking and reaching out. I've gotten some amazing comments about all of our journeys in collage. And I love hearing them. So send them on over and I will do my best to reply. Please do share these videos with other people who might benefit from them, because that's the way we'll spread the word and ignite the world with inspiration. So today I thought we'd do a little bit with limitations, because limitations are real and they can be scary, but they can also help us. So I'm not going to use any cutting tools today. I'm going to use my frenemy, Mr. I don't even know its name anymore, Mr. Glue Stick. I'm going to use this beautiful glue pen. I'll put a link below. My friend Matt in the UK recommended it, and I use it once in a while. I try to avoid glue, but this is really cool. And of course, my go-to adhesive, which is a double stick tape. And you know what I'm going to have? I'm going to have a ruler as well. Other than that, I'm not going to use any other tools, and I'm going to limit myself to maybe 2 magazines and a few clippings. So if you ever feel like you don't have enough supply, if you ever feel bored with what you have, throw it all away. I think we can do enough with what we have. So let's jump on over. So these are the magazines that I have. This is Vanity Fair, this is Travel and Leisure, and I found these clippings in some of the stuff that I was working on. I thought these are, ooh, a little messy. These are some fun things that I can play with. So if we're not gonna use scissors or blades, what are we gonna do? Right off the bat, look at these beautiful colors. Let's not forget the beauty of folding, right? Now I remember when I was a kid, we used to lick the paper to make it a little bit more easier and malleable. We can do that. I can do that, but it is the age of COVID. I don't think I can get it from a lick of paper, but you know. So the more you bend it and score it, the easier it'll be to cut it. There you go. And how fun is that? So off we go to some interesting stuff already, right? So let's cut this guy up too. So I remember being so bored as a kid and really feeling like I was captive and had absolutely no options but to go into my head and make art. Oh, I got an email. First with my ideas and then try to execute them in the physical, right? So if you find yourself in a similar situation, know that you can do a lot more than you probably think you can. Even if it's just cutting a bunch of strips, right? Check this out. Okay, and as I've mentioned before, the first step to anything really when you're collaging is make a pile of things that you like, right? Go through the magazines, go through your clippings and see what moves you. So I'm gonna commit to this already because I think we're off to a good start. And you know what, even if this is just a 5-minute video, I just wanna share with you what is possible if you have limited supplies, limited tools, even limited mobility. You know, sometimes I hear people have arthritis or other issues. They're not really ailments, but just issues. But we can still make art, right? We can still figure something out. So let's start with the Travel and Leisure because I see a lot of blues and you know I love a blue sky. Okay, let's go with it. And I like this blue. Let me see if I can get something else. This is beautiful. All these colors. Okay, I'm ready for summer, you guys. It's New York. It's like, what, 20 degrees? It's fine, it's winter, but I'm ready for the summer. So we'll see. Oh, look at this. So if you have a magazine, you will never be short on supply because this, I think of it as kind of paints, right? You have to go to the paint store if you're a painter to go find this color, but here we are. in a magazine. And look, we have access to this color now. So I feel very fortunate to be able to think of it that way. So let's do that. I think that's enough. Oh, come on. Oh, look at that. Okay, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play with this. So lean into what you have, right? Instead of kind of feeling upset about it, I'm just going to be like, you know what? I'm gonna work with what I have and I'm gonna make something. So I'm gonna start doing this. How about this? So this is a glue pen. And you can easily do this with a glue stick too, but I thought it'd be fun to play with this because I don't often play with it. And I'm just gonna create an environment around it. Now check this out, I don't like this. Because this is from a magazine, it's very thin. The pen, I scored it too much and it kind of made a weird little indentation on it. But you know what, I'm gonna go with it. If they all have it, then I guess it becomes a uniform thing, right? Look how fun. So I'm just gonna go around and maybe surround this image. I didn't see who this was. He looks like a pretty famous person. But this will be the start of the collage. So what have you been working on? What's been inspiring you? I hope 2022 is off to a good start. And if it isn't, let's start now. Throw away your scissors, throw away your blades, and just start cutting paper. Look at this. So this is really fun. It's coming along. I hadn't tried this before. I just kind of conceptualized it in my mind. So I'm happy with what's happening. Let's see how much more we can take this. You know, and at the end of the day, yes, I am recording this, but I don't have to publish it, right? So whatever you do, you don't have to share. You can experiment and fail miserably in private. And yeah, that's how we grow, right? Oh yeah, cool, okay. Now remember, every time we're collaging with colors, it's always a good idea to look for contrast, so this white doesn't blend in with that white, because then you can't see what's happening. Look at that, I love that. So if you are not a member, this is the part of the video where I plug in the memberships, because we are doing some really amazing stuff. Go to collagedream.com, become a member, and meet some interesting people. Actually, you know what's really cool? Do that. Before I dive into my story, go become a member. You can either become a digital member, meaning you only have to pay for access to the website and to the community. So you can join us in our meetups, in our open calls, and our giveaways. And you can become a Collage Kit member, which means if you're in the US, you can get a kit mailed to you every month. And that's really fun. I love making those for you. So recently, last week, I went to a meetup, like an actual meetup for collage artists that my friend Susan Lerner put together with the New York Collage Ensemble. And that was amazing. It was still very weird because we had to be in a public space. It was cold. We couldn't move the tables, but she made it happen. And it was just so nice to be around people who were quirky, because we're all quirky in the collage world. Okay, so this is happening. I love it. You know, I love a crisp line, so this is nice. So let me investigate. Let me make an inquiry on how I can keep doing that, right? Because this is kind of interesting all on its own. But I'm gonna stick to my word. I'm not gonna go into my toolkit. I'm just gonna use my hands and tear and see what happens. Look at that. Wow. So it's really beautiful to be able to connect with people once the world gets better, because it will. Let's not take it for granted, right? Because believe me, I've always been a homebody, but now that I am locked, I do feel like, oh, I should learn how to dance. I should go move my body or something. Yummy. Okay. check this out. So many colors. Look at that. And wear that. Like, yeah, I want to go and wear pearls and silk pajamas. Oof, I love this pink, you guys. So let me see what I can do with this. Again, I can play. So, okay. Let's really put this to the test, my friends. All right, so there is an interesting geometric shape here. Let me see if I can actually cut it out without scissors. Now, again, why am I doing this? Because I'm a masochist? No, because I am trying to test my my resourcefulness, right? Because I do, not only that, but I also do think that, you know, necessity is the mother of invention. So when you limit yourself, when you say, oh, I'm only going to make a collage using the sky or using purple, and you stick to that just for that one collage, you can learn a lot of things. You can learn a lot of things about color, about scarcity, and then you realize, holy smoke, I have a lot of material to work with. I have everything I need to make a masterpiece. So I think, I think that's a really good thing. So this is where, if you have a ruler, maybe we can use that. Now, because this is all hand cut, it's not going to be perfect. And listen, that's perfectly fine. Okay. And as I'm doing this, I'm in absolute silence. I add the music post. You know what I'm listening to in my head right now? Erasure. Do you guys know Erasure? They're a band from like the 90s, 80s. And they have this beautiful song that I listened to today. And I forgot what it's called. But it says, I think it's called Always. Always, always, I want to be with you and make believe with you and live in harmony. It's such a pretty song. And anyway, I listened to it and I was like, wow. I listened to this when I was a kid. I knew the singer was queer. And I thought, wow, this man's words really impacted me as a kid because that's exactly what I wanted in my partner, right? I wanted someone to be with and live in harmony and play, because I think that's part of the lyrics. And in many ways, I do that. So it's fun how things affect us, right? All right, look at this. Fun, fun, fun. I think I did it. Look at this. Yes, and again, it has texture, but that's okay because that kind of adds to it, right? Oh, I like this. I can cover his eyes. Ooh, that's cool. All right, but you know, I just killed it. But that's okay because look, what happens if you do this? Well, then you can fold it again and cut yourself a nice slice. Actually, you can even just do that, right? Check that out. I like how that kind of creates a brow for him. That's interesting. All right, I might stay with that because that's really weird, but that's interesting things are happening. So there's one thing we can do. Let me start from the back now. This is cool. Text is always really fun to play with. And then of course, ooh, this is beautiful. The house that porn built. How about that? But look at this. It's not very pornographic, but it's quite beautiful. Oof, what a beautiful image. All right, so yes, there is beauty in absolutely everything if you know where to look. So I think, let me see if I can do this. This does require a little bit more focus. But listen, if you're ever stuck in a waiting room and there's a magazine, maybe this is what you resort to, right? Okay. Oop. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this is fun, see? And, you know what? I'm gonna fold it. So when you hear me saying, okay, or when you see, whenever actually, all of this is self-talk, right? So I'm talking to myself, trying to guide myself. So do that. Always talk yourself out of a ledge. Look how fun that is. Okay, this is happening, you guys. This is happening. So if you're bored, if you have absolutely no material for whatever reason, this might be your video. Perfect, I love it. It's print. And also, I want to say something. I thought I'd announce it like that. You know, if you are ever in financial need, if you are thinking, oh my God, I can't afford paint, I can't afford magazines, I can't afford pretty blades, for a minute, I'd love and I would invite you to think about yourself as a baker. Think about yourself as an artist and a baker. And sell your work. Sell your work like a baker sells their bread, right? No one makes fun of a baker for wanting to share the talent that they have. So never feel embarrassed about wanting to sell your work and capitalize on the talents that you have. Because when you can make art, that's a talent. When we can make a collage without any tools, yeah, that's a talent. And you can share that with the world to any capacity that you want to. So there, I've said my piece. When you become an artist, it's not a vow of poverty or any of that silliness. I want to see you thrive. Okay, look at this. This is the collage that no tool created. Love this. Love that. Okay, where are you? I'm really digging this, my friends. I really wasn't sure where this was going to go. This is not where I thought it was going to go, but I'm happy with where it's going. And if you try this, please send me an image, tag me on Instagram, email me, because I think this is a really fun challenge. I mean, and if I want to be, you know, cool, I can also just use my stickers and, but let me stick to my challenge. Let me look for that one thing. You know, I'm always looking for that one thing that can take us to the edge. What does this say? Women's Day Encyclopedia of Cookery. You guys, how fun. Okay. Where should I go? Should I go here or should I go Vanity Fair? Or maybe I already have it here. So this would be such a beautiful thing to cut, but I don't know if I can. Let me try something, all right? Just indulge me. Okay, so if you do have a ruler and you do want to get a fine cut, maybe we can use that. Yeah, there you go. So this is doing something, and again, you don't have to be perfect. But I will say limitations do help. So I've said this many times before. I am super dyslexic. It takes me a very long time to do things that an average person can do very fast. But that's what's made me an artist, right? I've had to learn to find a way to efficiently communicate through words, through art, and that's why I can do what I do here in art and these videos. So limitations can be good if you are not defeated by them, right? That's a great word, defeated. No need to feel defeated. This is a really great exercise in overcoming defeat. There we go. All right. I know, it always gets so heavy here, right? Okay, look at this. And I'm using the edge of the paper, so I'll have a nice edge somewhere in my collage. This was green, but now it looks black. Okay. Maybe that's all I need. Oh, I think that's it, you guys. I think that's it. And I think, okay, let me put this before I say my piece. All right, so this is my no tool collage. Why does it work? Well, there is enough variety, right, of sizes, of textures. There's enough variety in sizes of textures of on the paper. The colors are great, they're fun, they're vibrant. Love this, there's depth, right? The city is inviting you in, and this character is inviting you as well, kind of confronts you. And yeah, I love the idea of being able to work within limitations and kind of jump that hoop, right? And what happens there. So this is my no tools collage. I would love to see you try this out and let me know what you come up with, because your limitation for your project can be maybe not no tools. It can be only using red. It could be only using green. It can only be using numbers or letters, whatever. But share that with me, because I think together we can overcome any limitation that confronts us, especially as artists, especially when it comes to being ingenious, when we have this special power. I'm Luis Martin, the art engineer, and listen, go to collagedream.com, become a member, a digital member, or a subscriber to the Collage Kids, and play with this idea of being a baker. Be an artist and a baker. Sell your goods and invite people to your table, because you got the goods and we want them. All right, this is Luis Martin. I will see you soon. Ciao.